Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to see about ID attribute in HTML5. Let's watch this. In before tutorial, of course, we seen about class, so how to use class attribute and how to create, and everything was explained, and we done some of the tasks in before tutorial. I think it's like a very clear explanation. I hope you enjoyed it. It's like a little bit advanced, so if you missed the tutorial, the link was available in description. Just go and learn how to create a class, what is class, and everything. Just learn. Now in this tutorial, we are going to learn how to create an ID attribute. So what is an ID? So what is the use of ID, and everything we'll discuss in this tutorial. So just I'll create a new file which is called id.html, normal syntax of HTML. So I'm closing this style. I'll keep here. So yeah, id. So what is meant by id generally? So this is the normal text which was written. First of all, id means if you want to specify the particular element. So the best example, so if you given like paragraph, so we are having a tag which is called paragraph, like. So if you want to specify for this one only, so that means if you want to give for this tag only, if you want to apply the background color, if you want to apply the border, whatever it may be, if you want to apply for that only, so we are having a tag which is called id. So just I'll remove this all code. So this is Haripriya. So now I'm creating a ID. So to create a ID, so same like class, we use it like dot, right? So to create an ID, so we are having that which is called hash. So in head tag only, I'm creating internal CSS. So yeah, in internal CSS only, I'm creating ID. So hash, to create an ID we are having which is called hash. So you can give like what the one para. So again I'm creating para. So but class to create we are having which is called dot. So what is the difference between class and ID? I'll explain in upcoming. But here just listen about ID. So what is the usage? Just listen. So here I want to give the color or of the text which is like yeah, is in this time I want to give violet color. So and background color also I want to give the background color. So the background color I want to give like yellow color. So these two things which was done for paragraph, right? So here you can give directly what you want. So here you can give just id equal to, and just give the id name. So here I given the id name which is called para. So just control s and just reload shut, and where which is like id this one, right? You can see that just increasing the size. So the background color and the normal color which was applied the id. So generally, so this is the way to create an id. So this id attribute you can apply for single element. So if you want to use the single element, so if you want to style, you can give padding, you can give text align, you can give background color, you can give what you want, you can give. So but the you can see, you may think that it is like a hash para. So that means you created an id. So you created an id and you used it in single element. So what is the difference between class and id? You may get the doubt. So generally in class, you I already said you can use this one for multiple items, like multiple elements you can use. So but coming to id, the only the thing is you can use only a single element. So guys, so what is the main difference of id and class? I want to explain here. So here the main difference is in class we'll create by using dot, and coming to id we'll create by using hash. So yeah, we need to give the only single element, but coming to class we can give the multiple elements. So the best example I want to show here. So guys, the same class I want to copy here. So yeah, so just I'm copying the same class which is called para. So and here I want to copy this div class also. So here you can see that I use the single element which is, and I'm using the same which one is multiple elements, and you can just, I'll reload this one and see the output. So this is the usage of what you can say, that id and class. So that means the class you can use for multiple elements. So multiple elements you can use. So some element should be in a stylish or whatever it may be, just you can use hash. And if you want the particular the entire multiple element should be in stylish, you can use class. So the id, I think, I hope it was very clear explanation about id and class. So if you want the particular element should be stylish, you can use id. If you want number of elements should be in stylish, you can use the class. So this is the main difference between id and class. So yeah. So and one more thing I want to say, that any element it should be in unique id. So this is Haripriya, you did like a unique, right? So it's like a unique, and you can see the difference also between others. So and uh, if you want to create more IDs, you can create and you can use for single element. So that is the difference between ID and class. I hope it's like a very clear. So in for my suggestions, generally I'll use classes, guys. So just I'll open my website and I want to show what I use. So I used everything in internal CSS. So just I want to explain. So just I'll inspect and I'll show the source code of this source code. So you can see that generally I use the classes. You can observe. So yeah, everything I use it classes, because I already explained the difference between ID and class. So everyone was wants to be class because we can use multiple times, right? So that's why we can use class. So everywhere I use it class instead of ID. So this is the best example to use class. So yeah, in before tutorial which was I explained about class .html. So how to use, you can see, because of these classes only my website was stylish and very clear. So I hope it was very clear explanation. I hope I given like the difference between class and id very clearly. So I hope you all understand about class and id. I think it's like a very clear explanation. I'll come with another tutorial which is like quotation tags in HTML5. Until then, wait for next tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll come with the new videos and new tutorials for you. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, just hit that subscribe button and give a like and share, and also just comment in comment section. Definitely I'll give reply to your comment.